I can tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl based on sleep and circadian advantage. By the way, I'm a sleep physician, double boarded in child neurology and sleep, blah, blah, blah. Follow me. All right, let's get to it. Please do not go making huge bets with this information. Turns out the folks in Vegas that set the odds already know all of this. Now, there are two things when it comes to circadian advantage. The first one's pretty obvious, which is who has to travel the most time zones. Niners live in the Pacific time zone. They're playing in the Pacific time zone. No change there. Kansas City has to travel 2 time zones to the west. That can lead to decreased sleep. So clearly an advantage for the 49ers there. However, we also have to take into account what time they're playing compared to where their body is at its most physically ready to play. Now, the circadian rhythm helps determine that. Circadian rhythm is the yellow arrows that you see here, the ups and downs. Fairly predictable pattern. This is a 24-hour time span, and it peaks right around the time just before it's time for you to typically go to sleep. This peak also corresponds with higher levels of attention, focus, etc. All the things that would make you a fantastic professional football player. So whichever team has the highest yellow arrows during the time in which they're playing the Super Bowl has a circadian alertness advantage. The game starts at 3:30 Pacific time. San Francisco lives in Pacific time, and so that's the box in which they're going to be playing. Those arrows look pretty good. They're actually increasing over time, which helps offset some of the fatigue that occurs as the game goes on. But a 3:30 start time for the San Francisco 49ers equals a 5:30 start time for Kansas City, because that's what time it is in Kansas City. So for their bodies, they're working in this box. And although this looks fine, it actually peaks and then starts to come down for many of those players. If the game drags on, it gets even worse for Kansas City. San Francisco is going to win this game.